Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is finally here. We are doing the polish pickup preview for June, which I'm so excited about, and I know you guys are too because this is probably one of my favorite videos to post, and I know you guys love watching these polish pickups because they're just so much fun. Now, I could spend time talking about the polish pickup, but I'm going to I'm going to put in the description bar everything that there is to know about polish pickup, what it is, how it works, all that mambo jumbo down in the description box. So in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, just look there. I'll explain everything. The pickup this month is themed on video games, so we have some creative vendors that have made some fantastic products all based on different types of video games and anything video game related. Now, I do have lots of polishes to share from this month's pickup, but like I say every single time in these pickup preview videos, I only have a small fraction of the polishes that are available. So you'll see me scrolling through what's available on the website right now, and literally, you guys, I have a small percentage of the polishes that are available. So definitely check out the website. Keep checking back because more products are being added until it gets close to the pickup, which opens up on Friday, and it will be open up until Monday. But again, I'll have all the information regarding the pickup in the description bar in case you want more details about what is going to happen this weekend. Now, I've got lots of polishes, I've got lots of swatches, I've got live applications as well, so let's just jump into this baby and let's show you some of these beautiful polishes that'll be available this weekend. First one out of the chute is Timon and Pumbaa are Buggin from Anchor and Heart Lacquer. This is a gorgeous kind of aster purple hollow base polish that has tons of these little teeny tiny multi-chrome flakies. Some of them switch to green to pink. There's also a little bit of turquoise happening in here. All in all, you're getting a very nice, soft, subtle, rainbowy shift inside this polish that works beautifully against this aster purple hollow background. Now, the formula on this one was so easy to apply. I was impressed with the amount of glitter and the amount of sparkle and color that you get in just one swipe. However, I did find that you needed to do at least 2 coats to cover that nail line. I couldn't imagine anybody needing more than 2 with this polish, but I think application style would be key on this depending on how thick or how thin you apply this polish, but I was happy with 2. Timon and Pumbaa are Buggin is a really gorgeous, subtle purple polish with lots of beautiful flakies and multi-chrome happiness. It is priced at $13 and there is a cap of 300 bottles available. Next up we have Would You Kindly from Beez Kneez Lacquer. Now, Would You Kindly is this amazing antique gold metallic-y type polish with orange and red shimmer that does really warm this gold up, making it really soft and cozy. There are also some iridescent flakies in here that to me really jump out as being more green than anything else inside this polish, but it totally works against this beautiful antique gold background. Now, the added bonus with this polish is that it is a magnetic polish, which is so incredibly fun. Now, I was able to get this polish completely opaque in 2 coats. With that second coat, I then applied a magnet that will pull out the gold shimmer inside this polish, creating a really cool effect on the nail. Honestly, magnetics are so fun to work with, and it's such a cool effect to see that shimmer being pulled out by the magnet. It really does change the rest of the polish because you can see how when the gold is pulled out, the rest is, you're left with this kind of burnt red-orange glitter, which is absolutely stunning with that gold effect pulled across the nail. Now, as far as I know, this polish does not come with a magnet, so make sure and keep that in mind if you're looking into purchasing this one. Would You Kindly is priced at $12, and there is a cap of 150 bottles available. Next up, we have Lightning Legs from Coloris de Carol. Once again, Coloris de Carol is mesmerizing us with a fantastic thermal that is very, very similar to Sayuri, which was a couple of months ago, which was a red to clear thermal polish. This time we are dealing with a strong cobalt blue that transitions to a clear polish. It has some holographic micro flaky, so you get really strong, punchy, in-your-face rainbow transitions, but you also have some iridescent glitter in here as well, so it gives you a softer pastel rainbows as well, which is just so complementary to this cobalt blue background. There's also some blue holographic micro glitter in here too that really pop out when this color transitions to its warm state, which is a clear polish. The formula was so easy to work with. You got tons of glitter payoff. However, I found it was a little bit tricky to work with because the warm state is a clear polish. So if your hands are warm, it's going to start transitioning immediately on your nail. I went with 2 coats and I feel like I had full opaque coverage. When it was in its cold state, I didn't see any nail line, but you might need 3 coats depending on your application style. Lightning Legs is priced at $11.50 and there is no cap. Next up, we have Fatal Conspiracy from Creative Cuticles, and this is like the ultimate summer polish because we are dealing with this super intense lime green polish that has some green and gold shifting micro flakies in here. There's also a very strong green shimmer in here as well that's kind of like a yellow green. There are also some gold like shards in here as well that really pop against this lime green background. I really enjoyed the intensity of this polish. I am all about super bright colors and really intense, fun, citrusy flavors for the summer, and this fits that bill completely. The formula on this is absolutely stunning. It was nearly opaque in 1 coat. However, I wanted to add a 2nd coat to see if it deepened and intensified the color, and it kind of did. It definitely evened out the color, and it added more of that gold shimmer and gold sparkle that really works nicely with this polish. So it's, for me, a solid 2-coater. I do highly recommend a top coat on this polish because it does dry a tad bit dull, and you really want to really get this thing glossy and looking like what you see in the bottle. Fatal Conspiracy is priced at $10, and there is a cap of 80 bottles available. Next, we have Put Your Strap On from Girly Bits, which is a Crelly lover's dream because it is such a soft, gorgeous white Crelly polish with tons of these intense blue elements. There's like a really strong blue shimmer in here, which is absolutely gorgeous. There are tons of these little teeny tiny, oh so small hollow glitters as well. But let's talk about these blue flakies. These blue flakies are amazing. They are so strong and so striking, and they shift from the gorgeous like indigo, purple, blue to like cerulean blue. It is absolutely stunning against the white Crelly background. The formula on this polish, it was really easy to work with. However, with it being a lighter Crelly, I did find that it needed to be anywhere from like 2 to 3 coats, depending on your standard of opacity. I felt like at 2 coats, it was still a little bit on the sheer side. I could still see my nail line, which wasn't terribly problematic for me. But again, if you're kind of a stickler for that nail line, you might need 3 coats with this one to really even out that base color, which is a really soft white cream. Put Your Strap On is priced at $13, and there is no cap. Next up, we have Doppelganger from Dreamland Cosmetics. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. But this polish is a gorgeous, stunning, in-your-face purple polish that will take your breath away. We are starting with a very classic violet jelly base that has tons of a blue-purple shift packed inside of it to really give you a nice, warm, royal type feeling. And then there are so many flakies inside this thing. Like, there's just, you can't even comprehend. The flakies do appear to have some multi-chrome properties, but because it's so deep within this purple jelly base, they just look magenta to me, which still works magnificently with this violet purple polish. As far as the formula goes, I was extremely impressed to see that this polish was completely opaque in 2 coats, which is really, really fun when dealing with jellies. You don't have to do too many layers in order to get full opaque coverage. I did find that this polish was a tad bit textured when it dries due to the amount and volume of flakies inside this polish, but a nice glossy topper definitely fixed any textural issues that may occur with this particular polish. Doppelganger is priced at $12.50, and there is a cap of 200 bottles available. Let's take a look at You Are Now Prepared from Moonshine Mani. This is such an interesting polish because we are dealing with this kind of swampy, mossy, green colored base that has tons of a multi-chrome pigment in here that shifts from like gold and green and teal. But the thing that sticks out the most to me in this polish are the flakies. There are some iridescent flakies in here that really shift from a super citrusy lime green to a blue and teal. You see pops of gold in here as well. You'll see pops of magenta. There's just a lot of things happening inside this. There are so many elements and so many changing things inside this polish. It totally works. Now, The formula on this one was super easy to work with. I found that it was completely opaque in 2 coats. Again, the application style is probably going to be key on this one. You might need 3 coats if you're a stickler for nail line or if you work in thinner coats, but I was completely satisfied with 2. I did want to put on a glossy topper because I wanted it to look like what you see in the bottle, a nice glassy finish, and it works so well. You Are Now Prepared is priced at $11 and there is no cap. Next we have I Can't Dance Without Arrows from Hoot Lacquer. This is a breathtaking hollow polish that has a kind of silvery bluish kind of base, but then there is a purpley pinky kind of shift or shimmer happening in here that gives you soft kisses of pastel pink and purple that works so magnificently with the hollow inside this polish. Such a gorgeous polish in person. I'm afraid that the camera is really not giving it justice, but just know that the pink and purple shimmer in here is very striking and it is very noticeable on the nail, even though it might not be as noticeable on camera. The formula on this is absolutely smooth and flawless. I was so impressed to see that it got full opaque coverage in 2 coats, has a fantastic leveling out, beautiful finish when it dries. However, I wanted to give it a nice glossy topper to make it look like what you see in the bottle. Beautiful polish. I Can't Dance Without Arrows is priced at $9.99 and there is no cap. Let's get excited for Creepers Gonna Creep from Night Owl Lacquer. We are dealing with a fantastic in-your-face neon green polish that has fun little shards and elements in here, making this a perfect polish for the summer. There is a little bit of silver glitter in here. You see a little bit of hollowness happening as well, but the thing that sticks out the most are the black, white, and silver fragments inside this polish. Some of them are large fragments, some of them are smaller, but it really does make a beautiful combination on the nail that is just super fun to wear. The formula on this one is so impressive because it is a neon. I found that I got this completely opaque in 2 coats. 2 coats gives you exactly what you see in the bottle without the need of a white base coat, plus you get tons of the glitter fragments and shards, making this a super fun polish for this season. It is slightly textured because of all those fragments in there, so make sure and put on a glossy top, or you can snazz it up with a matte topper. Creepers Gonna Creep is priced at $9 and there is no cap. Next we have Vengeance from Pretty Beautiful Unlimited. This polish, you guys, is so beautiful because we are dealing with a gorgeous deep blood red kind of crelly jelly base, but then there are so many shifting elements inside this polish that I can't wrap my head around it. I can't wrap my head because we do see a holographic flaky happening in here. You see pops of the rainbow. You also see some scattered hollow as well. There's also kind of this a shimmer that's running throughout this entire thing that shifts from like orange and red and a little bit of gold. There's also like a shifting like pigment in here as well that just gives this a really deep, brooding, mysterious, but yet glammy and glitzy feel. Oh, it's such a beautiful polish, and the formula is perfect. It was pretty much opaque in 1 coat. However, I wanted to go in with a 2nd coat to see if it would intensify the color base, and obviously I wanted more flakies. And while it did even out some of the color tone on some of my nails, on others it didn't do much at all. So this has the potential of being a 1 coat polish depending on how thickly you apply your layers. I did find that I wanted to put a nice smooth glossy finish on this to really make it look like what you see in the bottle, and it is absolutely stunning. Vengeance is priced at $12 and there is a cap of 250 bottles available. Next we have Crystal Forever from Starlight Polish. This is a gorgeous topper that has a really fun blue tinted base with tiny silver flakies and a shimmer that goes from like a teal, violet, and green and purple when you apply it to a black base coat. Now while this polish looks gorgeous in the bottle, you really can't get this effect truly on your nail. This polish is meant to be a topper because when you apply it to the nail, you'll see that it is very clear. The glitter and the shimmer is very, very small, finely milled, and it makes it a little bit difficult for it to show up on the naked nail. However, if you apply it to a black base coat, you will see that shimmer come shining through. You will see that strong, dramatic shift between green and teal, and you'll see pops of the hollow. It is a gorgeous topper for a black or darker polishes. Crystal Forever is priced at $15, and there is a limit of 350 bottles available. And finally, we are ending with Hunting Ducks from Top Shelf Lacquer. This polish is a really interesting kind of mauve-y taupe, chocolatey brown neutral base, but then there is a lot of red shimmer that has a slight kind of greenish shift in there, but there's also a tons of linear hollow that gives you lots and lots of rainbows. And then the really fun part are all of the flakies. There's a large variety of different kinds of flakies in here. There's just a whole smattering of different kinds of multi-chrome flakies in here that really pop against this kind of chocolatey rusted red background that works so nicely. I found the formula to be extremely easy to work with, very smooth, very pigmented, lots and lots of flakies, and I was super happy with 2 coats. I can't imagine anybody needing more than 2 coats with this one, but of course that's going to depend dramatically on your application style, but I was extremely happy in 2. I also added a glossy topper on it because I wanted it to look like what you see in the bottle, which is smooth and glossy and shiny and gorgeous. Hunting Ducks is priced at $13 and there is no cap. And that is the pickup. Those are all the polishes that I have for June. Again, the pickup will be opening up tomorrow morning, but if you need more details, check out the description box and everything you need to know will be there. Thanks again for letting me do this kind of weird format. Again, I promise the next video I'll be back in my nail polish room. You'll be able to see my face and we'll be able to chit chat and kind of catch up on all of the craziness that has happened. Thanks again to all of the vendors who have sent me polishes for this month's pickup. You guys are fantastic and I just feel so honored to share these beauties with everyone, giving everybody a chance to see them in person and to see them in action before the pickup opens. Let me know if you guys have any questions about color matching or if you have any questions about formula. I will do my best to answer any and all questions that may arise. But thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!